Hello and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles 3, where today we're going to be doing Lanz's side story and also some hero quests. Before the stream started, like minutes before, I was trying to clear out the regular quests in my quest list, and I got a new conversation topic, so I was teleporting to the nearest canteen, and apparently that was close enough to the trigger for Juniper's hero quest. So here we are at the start of Juniper's hero quest, and we have missed one voiced line. But hey, that means you're just like Lanz. You don't know what the spark all this is. Because we just... all that happened is we walked up, there were these dead wolves all over, and Lanz shouted that. Now you're caught up.
What are these monsters doing here?
What's going on?
Why, little Juneback? You're late.
Oh, their console.
Console.
You know I can't abide tardiness.
So why are you dressed up as the sun in a school play?
Too much fun and games, is it? Ha! Life is not a bed of roses, my dear. You must be aware of that, surely.
What are you after?
My. Why so sour, my little Uro berries? I haven't the slightest inclination to involve myself in a fracas with you.
Oh yeah? Then what are you doing here?
Dear, I am positively quaking in my boots. I am here to see my little Junebug, nothing more.
And you expect us to believe that?
You may set your hearts aflutter with whatever feelings you desire, for all I care. If I must confide in you a detail, I would like you to know that it was I who dealt those monsters a swift demise.
You? I can confirm that. If it weren't for the console, we might not even be standing here. Spark. If only I hadn't screwed up.
You're injured.
Yeah, my fault. I got cocky. Monsters got a free swipe in.
You may find it hard to believe, but I'm quite the assiduous type. I've been keeping a close watch on my fruitlings.
Fruitlings is one of those words that sounds way worse than it actually is.
But now that little Junebug has returned, there is yet more work to be done.
You're not angry about the flame clock?
Angry? You were the ones who broke it. You aren't going to apologize, are you? Besides, I've been aware of the circumstances for a while now. It has to be said, it's a delicate topic.
Delicate?
Yes, delicate. Do your ears need rinsing, Poppet? I don't know if you're aware, but the people of Tau themselves chose to break the clock. It's hardly my place to complain. I happen to be quite the individualist. Don't you know?
You're not making a lick of sense.
Now, Junebug, be a sweet pea and go on ahead, will you?
Don't worry. I'll be fine. Noah, we're just letting Juniper go?
Juniper said not to worry, so let's not worry.
That's the spirit. Perhaps you and I will be able to see eye to eye after all. Oh, one thing. I have a job for you, Uro Berries, if you would be so kind.
A job? For us?
For you, I'd like you to procure some twine turf. For me.
Yeah? And what are you using it for?
Someone's got to remove those nuisances for new life to settle in. But preparations will need to be in place if we are to dispose of them, which is where the twine turf comes in.
Twine turf. I think I saw some of that in Yellow Grove.
Well, look at that. How fortuitous. That's a mere stone's throw from here.
Well, it's not far. That's true.
See? It wouldn't kill you to fetch some.
I know what you're thinking. But these things really are going to be a problem for us otherwise, so we'd really appreciate the help.
No, I understand. Let's go then.
Well, I guess we're doing this first. So I'm gonna go have that conversation that I was trying to have. I teleported here, thinking that it would be far enough from the trigger point of this hero quest, which was here. But no, as soon as I landed in here, it started the hero quest. So yeah.
Let's make the most of our break, guys. Where should I start?
Looks like the people who went from Tau to other colonies have come back. Those were colonies we'd liberated. We did notify them they'd be coming, so it's not like I was overly worried. But still, it's no small feat to get there and back alone. I don't think I could have made it. Yeah, me neither. Not on my own anyways. And yet, as a learning experience, I'm sure it was invaluable. I agree with you. It's bound to spur on Colony Tau in all sorts of ways, expected or not. Before this, the place was slowly headed for the scrap heap, and no one would have been any the wiser. They grabbed this opportunity and ran with it. Good on them. Certainly, we could stand to emulate their example. Okay.
All right, let's get going.
So that's the conversation that you missed out on one voiced line for. You say herbal tea, but that was fungus tea she was talking about.
Just threw away some fruit.
No, it didn't throw any away just yet. It's about to. I actually need to grab a bunch of different Gogol-tossed fruits for a thing.
This is something decent, right?
Fortunately, I just got 2 of the same Gogol-tossed fruits. Wait a minute. Oh, I needed to actually climb the branches. Got it. Or the vines. I was just going in the direction I recalled the thing being and figured it would be towards the end or whatever. But no, it's gonna be up there.
Watch your footing, guys.
What we needed. You think this'll do?
Don't see why not.
I wonder how the console's going to use this stuff to get rid of the monsters.
I haven't a clue.
Everyone!
Juniper, are you all right?
Yes, and the colony is unharmed, thank goodness.
Hey, Juniper, has your console always been like that?
The console? I don't really recall.
You said she pretty much left you to it, right?
That's correct. The console rarely ever visits us. We've met a couple of times, but I barely have any recollection of us talking.
So why on Ionios would she start involving herself now?
I say we get this job done and then we give her a piece of our mind.
I mean, I don't really sense any hostility from it. Maybe it's fine.
But you have to admit, she's got a way of getting on your nerves, right?
Still, she is a consul. If we underestimate her, we'll no doubt be in for a world of pain.
Noted. But even if we do have to fight, it'd have to be outside of the colony.
Yeah. We don't know what she might be planning to do with the people of Colony Tau.
We should try to head back soon.
And back we head.
I'll report into the console.
You mean the one that's right here?
Is that enough for you?
Wonderful, my dear Uroberries. Quite the speedy little workers, aren't you?
So, how are you gonna use the stuff?
We're going to make it into a pulp and throw it into a bonfire. I hear it has the most fragrant aroma. No doubt the creatures will be drawn straight to it. A little assistance wouldn't go amiss. You.
Huh? Yes.
What a farce.
They're drawn to the scent, are they?
What is it, Tyon? You picked up on something?
Not exactly.
Well, I mean, judging by the big pile of stuff in the middle of the colony, looks like maybe she's planning to light the bonfire in the colony? Yeah, that's...
Oh, what is this? Oh, I do so hate the forest. What with all the bugs?
If you're trying to draw creatures away from the colony using a scent, why would you do it inside the colony? This seems obviously wrong and bad.
Right. Well, they do say that bugs hate smoke.
You know the type of insect I hate the most? The creepy, crawly kind. Oh, ghastly things. How about you?
Me? I've seen them all before. Can't say they bother me.
Oh. Such a tedious little corner of Ionios. Nothing much ever happens around here, does it?
No, not really. I'm kind of used to it by now, though.
Well, of course you would be. State the obvious. Why don't you?
Oh, right. Sorry, ma'am.
Now throw in the plants I gave you, and we should be all set for the preparatory phase.
Like, if we don't move this out of the colony, is it not going to cause a greater problem? Should not someone else, anyone else, be able to reach this conclusion? Draws monsters to it in the colony.
Where are
Maybe
you going,
bad
ma'am?
idea?
Oh, you know, I thought I might witness a little of that Uroberry magic for myself.
Or are we trying to bring the monsters in so that we can cull them more easily? But either way, still seems like doing it outside the colony would be for the better.
The smoke rising from the bonfire acts like a signal flare to indicate the start of battle.
Yeah? What's that got to do with... Crap! They're back! Again!
Wait, what? Who could have seen this coming?
What?
Looks like you've got your work cut out for you. Oh yes, you had better live your lives to their very fullest.
Somebody should have been able to put 2 and 2 together. This isn't even that complicated. This is 1 and 1 at best.
What? These monsters!
Were drawn by the scent from the bonfire that we were told would draw monsters with its scent before it was lit inside the colony to draw monsters.
Don't ask me! They just showed up out of the blue and started heading this way!
In response to the scent that we were specifically told would attract monsters.
These monsters aren't from the forest. Why would they have come in so far?
Maybe they smelled a scent that we were specifically told would attract monsters.
I have my hunches.
It's something about this scent that we were told would attract monsters.
No point guessing right now. Let's send these guys packing!
Yeah, we can't guess about the scent that draws monsters that we were specifically told would do exactly that. Drawing monsters. Like, who could even draw that conclusion? We can't make wild guesses here.
No end to him.
It's almost as though that scent that's meant to draw monsters is still being produced by the bonfire that's right over there inside the colony.
The appropriate tactic in this situation is fight first, whine later, mate.
Yeah, I know, man. Makes me feel better, though.
My dear, sweet little Junebug. I'll tell you what I'm trying to accomplish here.
She's trying to get people killed with the monsters that the scent is drawing in. That's why she put it inside the colony instead of outside the colony. This is truly a master plan that nobody could ever have seen through, especially not with her having told us exactly what her plan was before putting it into motion.
I want to see Colony Tau performing to the very best of their ability.
What?
I want them to wallow in regret, to agonize, tremble, suffer, writhe, convulse, and then die.
Wait, what? She wants the people of Colony Tau to die? Then why would she light a bonfire inside the colony that's meant to draw monsters? Oh, wait.
You see, the look on their faces at that moment is the most delectable thing in the world to me.
Consort, I don't understand.
All that you are, distilled at the cusp of death to a perfect fraction of unbearable humiliation. However, teetering there on the edge of oblivion is also the moment in which you shine the brightest. The terror of death flickering in your minds, fighting madly in the hope that you still might live. A newborn babe could never hope to match that expression of horror. Only the march of time can crystallize those grimaces of wrath and agony. Aged to perfection, like a fine wine.
Hey, Califor. And yes, it truly is a mystery. Or at least it was until she revealed everything now and caught us all off guard with the fact that she was trying to get people in Colony Tau killed.
They're coming our way, too.
Never a dull moment around here.
Come now, Junebug. Chin up. I want to see you at the peak of your brilliance. I can't savor your emotions if you don't ripen to your fullest now, can I?
They got Roland. Somebody go and help the poor soul. How in the... Are we snuffed then? Is this it for us?
Stay calm. There's still a glimmer of hope. There aren't as many monsters as before.
And they go down super easily to our party. So, like, everyone else could honestly just hang back. We've got this. It's not hard.
It's doable. Keep pushing them back.
We'll try.
Oro berries are a force to be reckoned with, aren't they? I hadn't factored them in, but I did get a taste of fear and despair. And for that, I'm truly grateful. You must have felt such sweet relief when they broke the flame clock. How does it feel to have all that taken away from you? You'd better pick up the pace, or my little monsters will flock to you like a free meal.
It's the smoke. Put out the fire. Stop the smoke.
Hey, Tyon, can you get your weapon out of the camera? It's a little bit not ideal to just be waving that thing through the camera. It clearly did not intend for Tyon to be using this particular class at this moment in time.
Oh, I think it's a little late for that.
I had my doubts, but I never thought you were so brazen as to do this openly.
When you crush and burn those plants, they make the most irresistible aroma for monsters.
I mean, you kind of already told us that.
So you lied about getting rid of them?
Yeah. I mean, you should have figured that out as soon as she started making the bonfire inside the colony. Like, have you paid any attention whatsoever? At all?
I said that nuisances had to be removed. Who said anything about monsters? I was hoping to remove everyone save little Junebug here, and make way for new growth in the forest.
You don't have to spout a load of shite, you know that?
I was hoping to see them savaged by hungry beasts, but oh well. Your efforts have managed to ruin a perfectly good tragedy. Again.
Again?
Did I not mention? Not a few days ago, I recall that you intervened. I was hoping to cull some fruitlings before their homecoming.
Ah, the monsters from before.
Yes, that's it. That's the way. It's the monsters that you encountered on that fateful day. The very same. Yes, I led them there myself. If they had feasted on your husks, I could have thrown them into the colony and given you such a fright.
Why? Why would you think of doing such an awful thing?
I took you to be smarter than this, Junebug. Be a dear and fire up those synapses for me. Colony Tau was ready to accept their fate. I settled on the monsters as the best way to deal with that. I thought perhaps if you were to see your friends torn apart before your very eyes, it might give you the stimulus you need.
You're beyond help.
When the flame clock was destroyed, and you were given the chance to live, You also came to fear death and gained the ability to suffer, as you are doing right now. You've done well, my little Uro berries. Yes, indeed. The look on your faces is not something so easily reproduced. Ah, how long I've waited just to see those contortions. The perfect moment. Once matured, then savored. I'll not let you die easily. I shall see to that.
You consoles are all the same, aren't you? How can you toy with people's lives like this? You think this is fun?
Oh, I just love teasing my favorite playthings. Is that really so difficult to understand? Well, it's been lovely talking to you, but I'm afraid time's getting on. If you despise me so much, slay my little pet and try taking me on yourselves.
Oh no, what will we do? There's 3 more of the things that we've already killed 9 of, split into groups of 4 and 5. Truly, this will be the most difficult battle of our lives. And super necessary to have this before the fight against the actual console herself. Yep, glad we had that. It really set the stage for what was to come. Yup.
My, you really defeated them? All of them? Well, you're nothing if not tenacious.
Yes, we really did defeat 3 more of the monsters that we already defeated 9 of. We really did defeat the smallest group of them we had yet faced.
If you stay away from our colony without interfering, just as you always have, I'm willing to let bygones be bygones.
Without interfering? You really are a model child, aren't you? I told you, I consider myself the assiduous type. Why do you think that so few make it to homecoming in this pit that none know about or care about? Why do you think there are few threats to your colony, yet your flame clock teeters on the brink of collapse?
Well...
Let me explain it to you in simple terms that even you will be able to understand. I made it that way. It was by my design.
What?
You really are the lowest of the low!
I had the soldiers die when approaching their final term. I conceived your peculiar traditions, and I sent monsters to you. And when your numbers were culled just enough to maintain the colony, I sent you new recruits. When you lacked a source of life with which to fill the clock, I placed monsters of adequate strength for your succor. And it has all been for this moment. Ah, the lengths I went to just for today.
I cannot begin to understand you.
Countless hours of painstaking effort went into this. But I am so very glad to have met a soul like yourself, little Junebug. Even your rage brings me delight. The fact that you want to kill me where I stand, even more rapturous. I shall contort your face into an expression of pure agony. I shall tear down all that you are.
The people of Colony Tau have been fighting just to survive day to day. We won't allow you to have your way anymore. This ends here.
Yes, I suppose you're right. My actions are unforgivable. Come then, do your worst. If you don't kill me now...
You'll have to watch as I slaughter your precious colony Tau before your very eyes!
Alright. Time to get rid of her then.
Your time's up, console.
Give it up!
No escape!
A fusion of our strength! A fusion of our strength! Give it up!
No escape!
I'll show you!
Dance for me!
I'll bring you down!
Here and now!
No escape!
You won't get away!
Just one!
Give it up!
No escape!
Dance for your life!
Here and
This
now!
isn't any more than Ponce's sermon.
More where that came from! Fusion of our strength! You guys ready for this?
Anytime you want.
I need you, Mia!
Sparking spark now!
Unstoppable!
Well, this battle is effectively won.
You're strong, aren't you?
Well, then, it looks like it's my loss. You've such power, my Ouroboros.
Consul you.
Oh, yes. Now that right there is the face I wanted to see. I'm afraid I won't be dying here alone. I'm going to kill off all your dear sweet friends, one by one. You will remember exactly how they died. And you will regret it every waking moment. Cursing your own ineptitude, wishing you'd done more. Avenged though they were, aimless anger will consume you. How very exquisite the look on your face will be then.
She's lost the plot. Big time.
This was our victory. You don't need to listen to this.
Colony Tau.
What about them?
We made a promise that we'd survive. And so, the console's twisted games are something I cannot entertain.
Ah, Junebug. So you really can make a face like that too.
And now I must wonder, did I do the right thing in the end?
I think that's what life is all about. Searching to find that answer.
Yes, how true.
Thanks. Yet again. Feels like you're always saving our bacon.
Now, none of that. We're all mates now, remember?
Yeah, Lanz is right. We're all in this together.
Juniper, what's wrong?
Life is cruel, isn't it? Just when I stopped waiting for death and began to live for myself, why must it be so hard? It's just as the console said, expecting death would have been so much easier.
You're not wrong. It's not easy. And it never will be.
Sure, but it's still a sight better than doing sparkle and giving up.
That's also true. You're right. Life is a struggle, but I think I'd like to go on fighting for a little while longer at least.
Nah, you gotta dream bigger. Fight until the bitter end!
Perhaps I should. Even without a console, our goal remains the same.
That's right. And we've got to start by harvesting the crops.
Right, yes. We have our hands full as it is trying to look after ourselves right now.
Sure. Well, if you ever find yourself having a hard time, we'll be there to help.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, and see you soon.
All right. We've dealt with the most expertly hidden Mobius plot there has ever been.
My stomach.
And now to kick Juniper out of the party. Because we've got a conversation to have to get started on Lanz's quest.
Let's lay out the facts.
Before or now? I can't tell which one was tougher. What is this about? Nothing really. I was just thinking about the training regime those lost numbers go through. I hear it's a real gauntlet. That's how you toughen up, ain't it? Not that I'd want to sign up myself. Right? Ours wasn't pleasant at all. When it boils down to it, I think it's the trainees who are better off, yeah? Compared to what we're doing now. Exactly, yeah. Life was a lot easier back when we were new recruits, right? That does make a kind of sense. All we do these days is fighting, and then more fighting. Yeah, you get me? What sort of training do you think they'd actually go through? You curious too, Senna? You want to come with? We can check it out together. Yeah, now you're talking. It's always fun to shop around for some new exercises. You lot are really getting into this idea. The training ground should be near the dormitory. I think we spent the night there once. Yeah, let's drop by when we're in the area. Also, this was apparently one of the first character side stories that was available. I just didn't find it because it was from a conversation info thing that was in a place nowhere near.
So you wish to utilize this thing of which I meant to dispose?
Nowhere near anywhere.
Such daring lunacy. That is what I would dub it.
It would be a dreadful waste to throw it away. There's always a use. Always. People, lives, the lot. Why?
I stand corrected. Then, what manner of use is it that you have envisioned?
The lost numbers.
The city ruffians. You do know, no life can be harvested therefrom.
Yes, I am aware. That's why I'll have my toy soldiers play a little game. The lives of the fallen will be amassed in this special flame clock, as a reward for the final lass or lad left standing.
Oh.
The cream of the crop of youth competing for glory. Oh. Is that not simply sublime?
Oh, that smells gorgeous.
Well, let's go see what's up here. It looks like we're going to be dealing with some child soldiers, but I guess technically that's basically what this entire game is. There are very few characters who we interact with who are likely to be above the age of 18. Like, physically the age of 18. Mentally, I'd assume they are all even younger.
Lance, you're a glutton for punishment, ain't ya?
Don't tell me you weren't curious too. I want to know all their tricks of the trade. 6 ain't many.
6 of what now?
The Ouroboros candidates. All that training, and 6 get in.
Oh yeah, Monica did say something like that to us.
I feel kind of let down.
How so?
Just knowing there's a pecking order here too. Makes them the same as us.
People aren't equally suited to everything. Such is life.
Sure, I guess, but...
I'm feeling hungry. You guys want to go grab a bite?
I'm in favor.
How about the shopping area? I found the tastiest looking torpedo stand. How's that sound?
Torpedo wraps, eh? Spark, yes.
Lance?
Yeah, sure thing.
This clearly isn't going to be a happy-go-lucky side story. Ooh, juggling.
Hey, you! What are you doing back here? How many times have I told you, no performing out here?
You shouldn't be wasting your time like this. Don't you have training?
I'm not wasting my time. This is my job here.
You call that a job?
Hey, you're Ouroboros, right? I've heard. I suppose my job doesn't really compare to yours, I'll admit.
Why are they on your case?
Street performance. It's not allowed on this road.
Street performance?
This stuff. Around this spot, this is where you get the best crowds. But still they like to push me around. We're at war here. Why aren't you fighting? They say.
Do you not need to be fighting?
The city's army is just for volunteers. There's plenty who are willing.
Why's that?
Because it gets you others' approval.
Yeah, well, it would, wouldn't it?
You think so?
You don't?
Well, who decides what has merit? And whoever's making the rules, how do we know they're right? I mean, I don't really know anything. It's just...
Uh-huh.
I think... Isn't it fine if there's, like, one guy who makes the call for himself? You know?
Even if it ends up being pointless?
Hey, even pointless things can have a point. Down the line. I want to live my way. Take it one step at a time, the way I want. Really live. Oh, rats! Better scarper before the guards find me again.
Hey!
Tell you what, I've got a new trick, just in the works. You should come and watch. Bye!
You okay there? Can I help out?
Nah. I'm all good.
Lanz! This alarm's worrying. Head for the war room.
Right. On it.
to eat any torpedo wraps.
Sorry, but the war room should be our top priority right now.
Will we finally get to go through the door that's down here that has never once been
A
openable?
cradle transport for the colonies?
Yes. The report is calling it large scale.
And you want to liberate it, like you did that last batch?
Definitely supposed to have done this before liberating both castles.
Right, well, that explains the emergency assembly.
When? Where? By our estimates, tomorrow, late night. Podesto Valley floor, at the Great Sword's base. Boss, the logistics guys wanted an overnight camping kind of deal.
Approved. Sort out the planning.
Just what I thought you'd say, so I took initiative. We can leave any time.
What do you think? Should we lend them a hand with it?
Yeah, gladly. If Monica's okay with it.
It's up to you. But if things don't go to plan, there might be a fight.
We're prepared for that.
Then be my guest. Take this chance to show my soldiers that Ouroboros spark. It'll be an illuminating experience for them, fighting or not.
All right. We'll drill them well.
Nope. Door remains unopenable. And in fact, it may remain such forever. Over here. Plopped me down right under the thing so that I had to get shunted out of the way.
Things used to be easier, huh?
What was?
All we had to do was bash heads. No thinking, no nothing.
What about the dying part? You weren't scared?
Sure, I was scared. But at least I knew what was expected of me.
Wait a sec. You want to go back to that?
Obviously not. Just saying how I feel. There's just too much snuff to consider nowadays. It's doing my nut in.
I think you should try it sometime. This thinking thing might not be so bad.
Stop making it sound like I don't.
You just said it yourself. No thinking, no nothing.
I was talking about before, you spoon.
Sorry? Who are you calling a spoon?
Oh, shut up! If you're gonna act like a spoon, of course I'm gonna call you one.
It takes one to know one.
What?
Let's just chill out here, you guys.
Okay, then why don't you tell me where we are now? What's this region? Come on, spill.
It's,
See? You can't tell your ass from your elbow. Doesn't that make you the spoon?
Just because I slept through that class, if I'd been awake for it,
He's right.
then...
Things were easier.
Then stay awake, you spoon.
Yeah. We had everything handed to us. Back then.
That's not quite true in your case, though, is it?
What?
You had thoughts, and deep ones at that. I can tell. When we're playing together.
But you have, as well.
I hope we find an answer.
Absolutely. We'll find it. I'm sure.
Okay, so we gotta just walk there.
The Podesto Valley floor is ahead.
The camp's a stone's throw from the Great Sword.
Hey, guys!
Hmm?
It's an honor. I mean, this chance to do an op with you guys.
What do you mean?
You're my heroes. Ouroboros. I mean, I always knew a grunt like me could never measure up. Although we all still dreamed of it. And now you're here in the flesh. Doesn't seem real.
What's so great about us?
Huh?
Before this op's done, we might have to kill old friends. How about it? Could you do it? Stab a friend?
Lance!
I mean, that's...
If you're here with some half-assed notions, go home.
I'm sorry. I just got excited.
They talk big, but when shit hits the fan, they might just double-cross us. You watch.
You saying you can't trust us with the job?
100%. You never trained with our unit before. Never ever fought by our side. Way I see it, you're just some arsewipes who stole away what was rightfully ours.
Oh yeah? If I let you down, shoot me. In the front or back, I don't care.
Gee, thanks. Well, that's awful big of you, pal.
I'm sorry. Maybe we shouldn't have come.
No, this is good. It's how you build trust. You can only begin once you've gotten everything out in the open.
Really?
One of my dad's favorite lines. Wasn't it the same for you lot?
Just sitting here in silence, huh?
Yeah. You might be right on the mark.
I'm sure they'll settle down when they need to. They've got good role models today.
Wait, there's a container here that I missed?
I hope we can make use of this.
I've come through here before. How did I miss that? Actually, I think I have an idea. I think I was probably in, like, the late 40s level-wise and just running through here hoping to find a landmark, ignoring all combat and everything else. That's probably what happened. Because they didn't do a very good job hiding that container, so, like, if I was just walking through actually exploring, I have no doubt I would have found it. That wasn't there before. Suddenly nighttime.
Our intel was right. There's quite a few of them.
But it's too quiet. There's barely any signs of life.
They're probably all conked out.
The fewer sentries, the better for us.
Monica, the cradles are in that transport.
Yes, it's likely. Let's head down. If we go round from the right, we can approach unseen.
Roger that.
Can we approach unseen? I mean, Senna's glowing like a torch. Like, I know the things on our power frames are also glowy, but the fact that Senna's hair emits light in the darkness... Yeah, it's a thing. She is not suited to nocturnal stealth missions. And hey, this didn't even exist before. But still, we're missing more things to fill in the map. I want my map filled in.
If it's all like this, then this will be a cakewalk.
Let's try not to get ahead of ourselves.
I mean, I could totally just go straight in and not have any problems. Oh, hey, there's a container there, too. Maybe the container wasn't here before. It's not that many cradles.
What is this? They're all empty.
It was a trick.
Monica! There's nothing in here! They're all empty!
Son of a... Report!
Same over here. We got cradles, but nothing in them.
A ruse.
Monica?
Did we just fall for a trap?
Yup.
They've got us surrounded.
Kavesi troops.
Well, doesn't it suck to be you? Every little step you made turned out exactly as planned. Now us, we're an elite unit, the all-stars of Keves. You lot have been doing as you please for long enough. Right here, right now, we're gonna correct that little mistake. Garvel! Oh! So you've actually heard of me? Guess I gotta give myself more credit than I thought.
Layla and Hoop!
Sparks. They look like they're in their early terms. That means...
They got reborn.
That adds up. This lot, soon after they moved to Colony 8, I hear they croaked.
Don't dare look down on us second-termers. We were chosen. We are the elite. Now, I don't know if you're lost numbers or what, but you're in our way, and for that, your heads are gonna roll! Don't underestimate the elite! Your idiot pride will fight you in the arse someday! Give it up! Retreat for now! Let me give you a taste!
You're dealing with me.
We've got them pinned down! You won't get away!
Plus the enemy. You're dealing with me.
Thanks! Give it up!
So hard.
Just finish him off already. I need that sweet, sweet life. Finish him off. Hurry, run him through. Go on. Kill him dead. That'll give me a good top-up, nice and easy. Gotta love this new flame clock the console was kind enough to give us. It's a belter!
It's a different color.
Yeah, that is no ordinary flame clock.
Back in my old colony, if some moron slowed you down, there was nothing you could do. Oh, you could kill him, sure, but you wouldn't get any life from it. But around here, that's all changed. Here, life is the privilege of the strong. The final survivor gets to take the whole snuffing cake.
Garvel.
You get it now, do you? The weaklings need to be taken out of the running, so give me some of that sweet life! You mother!
You can call yourself elite all you want, but do moderate your expectations.
You're the same as ever, Garv. Only ever thinking of yourself.
How you gonna win against us like that?
What the snuff is this? No one told us about these monsters!
You are not to hesitate.
What? Lady Consul!
I should have known.
Guess you can't have a Feronis without a console, eh?
My Ouroboros as well. I can't believe my luck. I suppose I ought to have prepared better still.
A woman?
You like my children? They're an Anti-City special unit. One that I have diligently raised and lavished with love myself. It has been backbreaking to educate them so. They'll have to earn much, much more life for me before they're done. I hate failed investments. So you see...
I'll take you brats out myself to protect mine!
Nice hula hoop.
Try me then.
Really? You're gonna start us in Ouroboros forms, but we're all level 0? I mean, I know the fight would be basically over if they started us at level 3, but... Come on, at least level 1. Considering the level is literally all that determines how strong your Ouroboros form is, the interlink level. Like... I like how she said, "You're mine," and then immediately fell to the floor. Anyone gonna topple her? Anyone at all? I tried, but she turned towards me right before I pressed the button. Oh, that's that. I almost got to draw Lucky 7.
What is this? Nobody told me the Ouroboros mobs were so horribly strong! Why did no one tell me?
Dear oh dear.
I mean, you should have figured it
seems
out.
your grasp has exceeded your reach.
Noah! Cut the flame clock! We gotta release Garv and the others!
This simply isn't fair!
What just happened? The console, she
just disappeared. Lady Consul? Lady Consul? What am I supposed to...
Drop it, Garv! Your clock's gone! Just stand down!
Peace. You don't have to fight anymore. Huh? No more stealing of lives. No more charity from consuls. What are you on about? Get snuffed. You're talking out your ass. Don't have to fight. Fighting is all that we know. If we don't have that, then what the snuff are we supposed to do? Tell me! What do we do now? Hey, need some help?
Huh? Oh yeah. Nah. Been through worse. Man, you guys. Stunning. You're so far beyond us.
It's not a big deal. If you were one of us, you'd do just as well. Think they'll be okay, those guys?
What's eating you, Lanz?
Well, I just worry we cut them loose a bit soon. Tell me! What are we gonna do now? How would I know? Huh? You stop stealing lives. You guard them. It's simple. But the how is up to you. Got it? Spark? You can't do this to us! Colony 4. Know it? Yeah. I've heard about it. On your map, middle of the Faunus region. The lieutenant there, Boliaris. You can tell him we sent you. Try him. Helps to have a mentor, starting out.
You gave them the info. Now they got a choice. Some might take it hard, though.
Besides, when we cut through the flame clock, it was to protect the city detachment too. There was little else we could do.
If we'd meddled even more, it might have come right back round to bite us in the bum.
We did the right thing by telling them about Colony 4. I think that was the best course of action.
Everything they believed came crashing down just like that. They'll be confused for a while, sure. But they'll figure it out. Just the same as you lot did.
We might have gotten off lightly. If we hadn't met like we did in that valley, we'd be just as confused as those guys. Luck was on our side. Speaking of, back then, wasn't it Lanz who was the most reluctant of us?
Nah. Our big man was just a bit shy to introduce himself in front of new people. Right?
Ah, shut up.
Oh, yeah, he was. I did kind of get the impression that he was embarrassed to speak up.
Right? Eh? Ah, he's just a big teddy bear, really.
This is a surprisingly long load. Ah, we were loading the city, I see.
Here, Lance. Same dish as mine. Double Arden meat, deluxe.
Ah, thanks a bunch.
Let's see. No tall spice here, but double veggies.
Arden sausage, huh? That sounds good. But then, there's the tall spice sauce as well. Fluff cream and skeeter syrup dressing. What delights. Oh, there's even chocolate sauce. How can I possibly choose?
Still hard to believe, huh? Eating what we want.
Huh?
But is it enough? I want more.
Dude, that's already pretty hefty. You really gonna eat another?
Oh, hey.
Whoa, he's pretty decent.
Or have I got it backwards?
Huh?
Maybe it has to start with me.
Suddenly, the juggler and crowd are gone. Let's see, what classes do I still need to rank up? A bunch of them, honestly. Wow. More than I thought.
The end game approaches.
Though Teach's class is actually, or his hero quest is blocking me out from finishing this quest. So I guess I'll have to do that. Also, I'm down to just 2 non-story quests in my list, incomplete. So let's actually, real quick, head to Cadencia. And then to the Cradle Convoy Shelter. Because there's a chance that, well, A, I know for a fact that there's at least a container in there. But there's also a chance there's another location or landmark that could maybe fill out my map. I really want my map filled out. Oh, hey guys. They, brought a bunch of elites in, did they?
Guys, get ready to fight.
Sure is cool how, story-wise, we literally just dealt with all of these people. They were put here for one specific quest, and now they're just here permanently. And since they're Kavesi troops, even though we out-level them by 14 levels, they will aggro on site every time. And because there's so many elites, we get to have combat slowed down by that every time one dies. I love having a few seconds wasted every time an enemy dies. Isn't this just so exciting?
That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it. I'll whack 'em good.
Really? You aggroed to me from way over there. And you aggroed to me by yourself.
I'm the girl with the gall.
I don't want to do this, but you're in our way. I don't think we'll run into any...
Beating up on a Pepito. Quite rude of them. Oh, I needed to beat them before the Pepito could run away? Is that it? Because I sure as heck didn't get coins out of that. This is a big Piranhas. It looks like it's partially buried. I was thinking we might at least get another location out of this, but nah.
You think you're all that, do ya?
Yeah, I don't care that you're aggroed to me. I'm just leaving.
Gotta keep their attention.
Gamma is as vibrant as ever
Oh,
once
that
again,
spawned
thanks
in
to
a
you.
little late.
All the hard work was worth it to hear you say that, Commander.
I've gathered some feedback from the new recruits. Training seems to be progressing satisfactorily.
Right. We've really been trying to do our best.
Didn't realize how hard it was to hammer things into folk, though.
It's gratifying to see you acknowledge how much work I put into it, sir.
You're just a big bag of lectures, aren't you? Either that or snide remarks.
You're such a lively bunch. I can see why you're so popular.
Leaving that aside for a moment, is the training going to continue?
Yes, about that. I do believe that the time to apply the finishing touches is approaching.
Finishing touches? You mean...
Yes. We're going to perform large-scale maneuvers that encapsulate everything we've done so far.
Yeah? Large-scale maneuvers? Now we're talking.
Do you think they'll be up to scratch when we've completed these maneuvers, Teach?
I'd say so, especially if all of you are prepared to participate as well.
Of course. So when do we start?
Right now.
Huh?
Actually, to be honest with you, the preparations for the maneuvers are already complete. All we need to do now is to get everyone over to the designated location, in fact.
You've got everything squared away ahead of time. Ah, that's so crafty.
You see, I anticipated that you'd reach the end of the exercises at around this point in time.
Teach can be a touch pushy sometimes.
No, I don't think so. I just have so much faith and confidence in your abilities.
Well, where should we go to get started?
Do you know Everblight Plain?
All too well.
Yeah, of course. We've even been in a dust-up there, as I remember.
The new recruits have already departed for the target location. They're probably there already. I'll share the full details of the maneuvers once we've rendezvoused with the rest of the forces.
Let me think. The place you're talking about is...
It's Everblight Plain. Well then, shall we set out?
Gamma is as vibrant as ever once again, thanks to you.
All the hard work was worth it to hear you say that, Commander.
Brought out the whole colony, huh?
Everyone present and correct. Then I'll proceed with the mission briefing. Before we start, please turn your attention upward for a moment.
Upward?
Oh!
A number of containers arranged by me for the purpose of this maneuver have just this moment made landfall. Foots, Zakir, and Kyrie. Your squads will get to the containers and recover the contents, quick as you can.
What about us?
You're going to be acting as an enemy. You'll do whatever you can to prevent the recruits from performing the recovery.
Huh? We'll be fighting against Neo's crew? But we'll get punked!
Oh, please. No need to make quite such a fuss about it. This is simply a training exercise.
Yeah, I mean, the big boys aren't gonna go full tilt at us newbies, surely.
You three, listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. Whatever opponent you may face, I forbid you to belittle or think ill of them. From the moment you raise your blade against theirs, you must project every ounce of your power when you fight. In that way, you do an honor to your opponent.
Honor?
If you do not offer that honor to your opponent, then all that remains is the shadow of enmity. If pure power is the only prize of battle, then surely this war will never end. For the most sacred duty of every soldier is this: to stamp out evil at its source.
Busting out the big words as usual.
That's our Teach for ya.
Neo and companions, do not hold back. Bring your full strength to bear on your juniors.
All right, we'll do our level best to assume the role of enemy.
Very well. Squads, to your positions. Wait for the designated start time. Iris communication is forbidden from this point. That is all. Disperse.
Why would Iris communication be forbidden? Isn't that kind of an important means
It's
of
time.
coordination?
We should commence with our battle plans as well.
Huh?
Teach? What is it?
I just had the feeling I was being watched. A trick of the mind, perhaps.
Come on, let's get out there and grab these containers, yeah? The rookies are gonna beat us to it.
Yes, indeed. We elders need to demonstrate a bit of spirit.
Roger. Starting mission.
Kavesi.
We should start out by looking for the containers.
There should be 3 in all, right? Let's hurry.
Yeah, Iris communication is an important means of preserving the chain of command and maintaining communication, sharing intel on the battlefield. Like, it's like saying, hey, you can go on out there to the battlefield, but no using your radios to talk to people, only face to face.
What? There's no one here. Are we the first?
Makes no sense.
Huh? That sucks. What an anticlimax. Oh well. Let's recover the container.
Not so fast.
Who? What? Where?
Well, we're surrounded.
So it seems.
You thought us rookies were gonna be a pushover, didn't you? Well, joke's on you now.
Fork it over!
We've got a full head of steam over here, and you're gonna get all of it. Sorry!
Just how I like it. Come at us, mudders. Nothing like a chump with a death wish.
You're a lifesaver.
Called a laugh.
Lost the enemy! You're dealing with me!
Thanks!
How to power up for a forest!
I'm more than strong enough to punch your lights out!
There! You're dealing with me!
Appreciate it, Miss Power. We can do this!
I can feel it in my bones! This ain't the half of it!
Time to end this.
I'm sorry.
I'll keep up the attack.
And down he goes.
Snuff it! I think we stuffed here!
You really handed it to us. We're gonna have to call it quits.
Hey, don't think of it like that. You drew a pretty sharp line in the sand there.
Right. And I'd say that means you've still got room to grow. So don't let up now.
That means a lot.
Well, guess we'll be yoinking the container then. Unless you rookies got another round in you.
No, I know when I'm beat.
You sure about that? I thought you liked a bit of hard sparring, even more than strength training.
You still bitter about that, Senna?
Zuno! Namaki! Anyone? Is anyone there? Oh, I picked a great time to get lost, didn't I? So what now? No, I can't just stay here. It's getting worse. I need to step up to the plate. Be more like Mio.
Oh no, not question marks. Oh, we didn't even have to open it ourselves. Okay.
Let's get this squared away quick.
I thought we were supposed to be playing the enemies.
Thanks for helping us out there, I guess.
Yeah, no worries.
Considering we're meant to be your enemy, I'm not sure help is the right word.
Even so, we couldn't just leave them to get mown down there, could we?
Ha! Chaos reigns supreme on the field of battle. Let this be a lesson to you.
Huh? Aren't you guys in Kyrie's squad?
Yeah, that's right.
So, where's Kyrie?
She's not here. I guess she's gotten lost, as usual.
Ah, life's compass is never set on a single course.
Huh? So she wandered off again?
That's our Kyrie.
What should we do, Teach? Do you want us to look for her?
No. Let's leave it to them. This too is a part of the training.
Roger that. I'll track her down then. Though, to be honest, I don't fancy my chances.
And another container I didn't have to open myself. In terms of terrain, I think it might be faster to just warp over here. Didn't get us any closer, but the terrain is very level on the way. We don't have to work our way around anything.
No one's gonna mind if we just join the stop orders.
Kind of weird having Teach say, now give them what they deserve, about his own people.
A rare thing?
Crap! Nothing else for it. All units, retreat, double quick!
Considering the state of play, they picked a good moment to withdraw.
Indeed. Zakir's going to be a solid addition to the Force, thanks to your instruction.
I can't take all the credit. It's down to their superb teamwork as much as anything.
Yeah, we bagsy the container.
Can't wait to see what we got.
Shouldn't give the others a chance to regroup. Let's just swipe it and skedaddle.
Ha! It seems you're relishing your roles as the bad guys. Good casting by me. Excellent. Your duty is fulfilled, and admirably at that. Let's return to the original rendezvous point.
Oh, that's weird. I thought it was round here. Oh, did I go off in the wrong direction again? Oh. No, I can't have. Everything's totally fine. Nothing to worry about. Oh. The Vessi soldier! What am I gonna do? No! No!
Oh, hey, they haven't found Kyrie yet. We need to go look for her.
Everyone, thank you for your perseverance. In these maneuvers, you showed quality, doggedness, and grit in the pursuit of excellence.
But we've got to face it. We got trashed. Hey, don't be down on yourself. You proved you got the right stuff, yeah?
The amount of pressure and problems you gave us, I'd say that's pretty promising for new recruits.
While the leader of each squad is present, there's something I'd like to announce.
I guess I'll have to stand in for Kyrie. We haven't found her yet.
What?
I guess we'll need to mount a proper search for her.
Sheesh. She's a real test of patience, that one.
Yes. Teach speaking.
So, you're calling yourself Teach now? Interesting.
What? Who?
But that's not all that's interesting. For example, what became of that soldier of yours? The one blindly wandering around the battlefield back there. Where is she now?
What have you done with Kyrie? You'd better not have hurt her.
It's all down to you now, Teach. You better start the search for her. Seek help from your comrades then. Bring your reinforcements. It makes no difference to me. But hear this. I won't let you escape.
Forgive me, but I cannot follow your meaning. You aren't making a shred of sense.
A clue. Remember Kai. Think of me as a ghost from your past.
Teach? What just happened? Is something up with Kyrie?
It appears that Kyrie has been abducted by a mysterious party.
Abducted? But who would...
I don't know yet. I sense a Kavesi hand in this, or perhaps...
Well, we'd better get out there and help her.
No. Kyrie is my responsibility. Please lead the troops back to the colony.
Hey, come on.
Commander, don't worry about us. We'll be okay.
We may be a bunch of rookies, but I think we can get ourselves back to the colony in one piece. Commander, sir!
Zuno, Foots, but...
Commander, I also think that might be the best course of action. We just slow you down. But if you take Noah and the others, you've got a much better chance of finding Kyrie.
Spark, guys.
Understood. You're right. Take yourselves back to the colony. Everyone, listen up. I'm going to have to ask you to assist in the search for Kyrie.
We were here for that from the start, Commander. Let's find Kyrie.
That means we're gonna have to find a way to search this vast expanse. It'll be tough.
Perhaps it won't be so tough. I've already formed a broad concept of Kyrie's current location.
Huh? Really?
Rotswoe Battlescar is the site of an ancient battlefield in the west of Everblight Plain. I surmise that Kyrie is deep within that zone.
How come you're so certain, Teach?
Time is short. I'll explain on the way.
Commander, please bring Kyrie back safely.
On my honor, I swear it, and you must promise to be vigilant until you've safely returned home. We have to get to Rotswoe Battlescar. I must find Kyrie.
So I only just noticed that we can see the Cloud Keep from down here.
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense. I only just noticed it. Of course, we couldn't have seen it from down here before, back when it was invisible, but...
There's something I need to tell you about before we proceed.
Is it to do with why you knew where Kyrie was?
That's right. You see, I have an idea that our mysterious opponent's true target is myself.
So then, he only snatched Kyrie to get to you?
Exactly. He took her as nothing more than a hostage to lure me out. Considering this angle, the pieces start to fit together.
Commander, does this mean that you know the identity of our opponent here?
Not for certain, but I have a hypothesis. And if that hypothesis is correct, then Kyrie should be just up ahead.
So, what is it then?
Cause and effect.
What? Something you did in the past?
A colossal struggle took place on this battlefield a long time ago. Keves and Agnes lost countless lives in that battle. In the end, both sides were annihilated. Afterwards, it was said that the ones that let loose the dogs of war were Colony Kai, that this slaughter was their doing. Remember Kai, they said.
Of course. I've read the tales of that battle too. But what does that have to do with all this?
We'll need to save Kyrie if we're to truly untangle the whole of this intrigue.
Well, whatever the truth of the matter, one thing doesn't change. We need to save her.
But if I'm right, I need to put an end to this for good. Stamp out evil at its source. Or otherwise... Kyrie, please, be safe. To think I would return here of all places.
Teach?
I mean, I've been here before. There's not a whole lot. Pretty barren. Oh, hey, that furnace still has embers in it.
Kyrie!
Commander Teach!
Are you all right? Are you injured?
I can't stand. I'm sorry.
You're in one piece at least. Something to be thankful for.
Yes, it looks like we've narrowly avoided the very worst outcome. But...
The way you talk, the way you act, it's as if you're a different person. Or do my eyes deceive me? No. You knew the meaning of this place. It must be you.
Are you alone? Do you have allies?
Look at that furnace. The last bit of life burning within its flame clock is mine. This is where my friends died, slaughtered to the last, by the hand of Colony Kai's commander, the man dubbed the All-Slayer.
You're a survivor of that battle.
That's right. Just like him.
I can understand well what it is you want, but why act in this way?
Luring you in with this little nobody, you mean? If I hadn't taken such measures, you would have gotten away from me. Just that you'd given me the slip by changing your identity, running from the past.
I know that I can never escape my past, not ever. But I chose a different path. I chose to live with the past as a burden I must bear.
A A wonderfully convenient use of logic. Do you suppose it will persuade the dry and dusty bones of the dead? Enough of your sophistry and lies! This is the purpose I lived for. Why I endured the pain of being the final survivor of my people.
This guy sounds like he is yet another reuse of Tyon's voice actor. A lot of there's a lot of little things in his voice that sound very similar. He's definitely doing a different voice, but it sounds like him.
When it's all about to come to an end, I will kill you as an offering to my friends!
It seems you're bent on fighting me. What if there were another way?
Please, enough. You dare to despise me, to look down upon me as a worm, an insect. I'm not the weakling you think I am. At least I don't throw away my friends like spent trash. I'll kill you. I'll kill you all. You'll see. Oh, you'll see.
Teach! Be careful. That's no regular Kavesi soldier.
Your death is long overdue, Oleg! I'll kill you and present your heart as an offering to my friend!
So, fight to the bitter end then.
Teacher's name is Oleg, is it? And he's just evading everything. And now he's invincible. That seems problematic. He is still just invincible. Okay, yeah. We weren't supposed to actually beat him. Got it.
What's the matter, Oleg? Is this all the strength you can muster?
Your hope, your desire is to kill me. That being so, there is no meaning in our fighting. Just do what you will now.
You mean to insult me even now? Fighting a weakling like me isn't worth the effort, is that it?
You didn't strike me as a weakling, you were invincible.
No, you're wrong. You don't understand at all.
Then fight! Fight like you fought my allies, like you crushed the life from their bodies! Show me your true nature, your fangs! Kill me, Oleg! Crush me! Coward! I won't stop, not until I bring the red mist down upon you. If it takes laying down this rookie's corpse to get a rise out of you, I'll do it.
Hey, I'm no rookie.
What?
Huh? Kairi.
Huh? Hey, when'd she get back up?
Clearly they didn't intend for Noah to have this weapon for this scene.
Kairi, if you're back on your feet, escape while you can.
No, I won't run away. I'll fight by your side with all of you.
Don't be a fool.
I'm not. I'm doing what the commander told us to do. Do honor to your opponent. Fight them with every ounce of your strength.
Kairi, you're...
That's why we fight. Me, you, Mio, Commander, all of us. I am a warrior of Colony Gamma.
She's right. I forgot the very thing I told my students to guard in their hearts. It was me that lacked maturity, that hadn't grasped the basic truth. Certainly your technique, it's amazing. It's only natural. You've applied yourself to discipline which forces you to stare death in the face. Since you've borne that burden, I ought to fight you with my whole strength and spirit. To meet your passion, I will unbind my darkest arts. Kyrie, please, lend me your powers.
Roger that, Commander. I'll give it everything.
As you wish. More kindling for the Carnival of Carnage. Show me these darkest of arts, Oleg. Teach me what you mean.
Oh, good.
You're dealing with me.
Kyrie, cover me.
It's bounced off.
You won't get away. Behold my darkest of arts. Here and now.
Your mincemeat.
You won't get away.
Doing a lot of missing on this guy. And now he's in evade everything mode, and then he'll be in invincible mode until Peach actually uses this thing. Peach, make him vulnerable, please. Thank you.
No, you're not the one I should be attacking. Here and now. Withstand this. Kyrie, go easy on yourself. I'll crush you. Withstand this. Let me get your head. I need you, Mia. We're unstoppable. We've got them pinned down.
Just one.
Going in.
And that's a win.
I will stamp it out.
Is this it then? Is this the end for me?
Oh boy, I'm dropping frames. Dropping lots of frames. Dropping most frames. That's not ideal. That's not ideal at all. Not a whole lot I can do to fix it. I can hope it goes away. But, yeah, it looks like we're dropping frames for a while here.
Your past will always haunt you. I want you to live on in my pain. Mere death is not your fate.
I will remember these words forever, until my dying day.
Which is in probably only a year at most, because that's how this works.
You there, Agnian.
Me?
I said you were a rookie. A nobody. I take it all back. You're strong. Much stronger than I could ever.
Oh.
Mio, I need to ask you a favor.
You want me to see him off, don't you?
That's right. Thank you. Thank you. Perhaps now his soul will find some respite.
Yeah. I hope so too.
Please, allow me to thank you once again. If you hadn't backed me up today, who knows what could have happened.
Teach, don't mention it. We did exactly what we had to.
Kairi, you acquitted yourself very well in battle. You've made true progress.
Really? I was really useful to you.
Yeah. I'm seeing you in a whole new light now, Kairi. You're a credit to the Agnian forces.
Wow. I'm so happy to hear you say that, Mio. Feeling a little dizzy now.
Teach, I need to ask. Just who are you, exactly? The Kavesi soldier was calling you Oleg. That was a name that used to ring out in Agnes, too. A commander whose martial prowess was nigh unmatched. According to the official records, Oleg fell in battle many years ago. If what that soldier said was true, then you're...
Tyon, it's wise of you to press me on this matter. But you must forgive me. I'm afraid I cannot tell you any more about that name.
Is that because we haven't earned your trust?
No, it isn't that. It's something else. I am bound to a promise, an oath.
An oath?
To impart wisdom to those who will succeed us, to teach them of strength and the tenets of battle. That this humble wish should spark, we pledged never to divulge the secrets of the past. That's the oath that I took with Consul G.
Consul G? The same Consul G that we took down?
By way of that oath, Consul G gave me a new name and a new role as an educator.
But why would you be forbidden from talking about the past?
Because you see, I have no right to do so. However many words I expend talking about the past, they would be nothing more than a collection of empty excuses. I'd merely be setting down the burden of the past in the hope of being forgiven. So, the Consul strictly forbade it. I must preserve my oath as long as I draw breath.
I see. But this must be a huge weight for you to carry. I mean, you can't share your worries or your troubles with anyone.
Teach, about the past. Are you also against us trying to find out about it?
No. Of course, you are not bound by oath. Just as I have no right to divulge the past, I have no right to obstruct those seeking the truth either. If you want to uncover the past, that is a matter for you and you alone.
Hey, sorry, mate. I kinda lost the thread a bit there.
Perhaps we can revisit that another time.
It's getting on. The others must really be stewing in their juices about Kairi.
You're right. Let's get back and let them know she's safe.
Roger that, Mio.
Please, go ahead without me. I'll catch you up.
I understand.
Now for a Happy Quest complete jingle. Yup. Just a little bit of whiplash there.
I see some relations have changed.
No.
We'll make it. All of us.
Not a fan of using Xeon. He's not great. But there's a chance that his topple art, which is one of the only topple arts I have access to on multiple classes, could get enhanced by leveling him.
This smell.
Hey, don't you dare eat those potatoes. Whoa, dude, no need to yell at us. Nobody's gonna steal your spuds. Now you're making it sound like I'm being stingy. I'm just worried because a lot of folks are getting ill eating stuff that's not in the manual. You think those potatoes are the issue? Probably. I've taken to calling them imitators. You know, like emetic. I guess it's less funny when I explain. Anyway, I've been warning everyone, so I thought it best to give you a heads up too. Well, that's pretty unpleasant. There are other problems besides those. You're better off talking to the others directly. Sorry, I wish we had better news for you. If we could at least learn how to cultivate the fields properly. So it's a hero quest, but it didn't have...
They've been worn down mentally and physically. We have to act now.
Didn't have voicing from the start.
This smell.
Hey man, I just wanted to say, you're doing a pretty good job, all in all.
Rare for you to be cheering me up. Makes it all the more precious.
It seems the fields they're trying to grow crops in are not producing the greatest of results.
Better make sure we're well rested.
I'm not 100% certain I've ever actually grabbed the Colony 9 canteen food.
I feel reborn.
Guess I had.
Could you all come round for a second?
I've been wondering, how's the Colony 9 farming initiative getting along now? Well, we've been tilling the fields and planting seeds. But they just won't grow. Even when it looks promising, the batch fails. Even with glitter radishes? Those were in the manual. No luck whatsoever. I wish I could simply ask those radishes what the problem is. Our man's gotta be pretty desperate if he wants to talk to vegetables. Well, if you don't get an answer from them, why don't we ask Juniper about it? Colony Tao's got plenty of veggies growing in the area. True, Tao has consistently proven their self-reliance, even without getting support from the castle. They may be able to impart some know-how. Colony Tao. Juniper's a good friend of ours. I'm sure they'll be able to help us. Understood. Then I'd like to inquire without delay. Could I ask you to accompany me? We're coming with you whether you like it or not. Ain't that what friends are for? Thank you, Uni. Ah, but before we depart, you want to stop by Kite's place, right? I was thinking it'd be a good idea to iron things out with him first, too. Well then, we have the same agenda. You're not going to keep us all in the loop here? Come on, guys. We're taking some of the toxic potatoes with us. Perhaps Juniper will be able to advise us on the matter. Oh, well, just say so next time. You're making a mountain out of a re-kill, Lanz. Stop pouting. Shut up! Who's pouting? I'm pouting? You're pouting!
Nothing left behind? Okay, let's go.
Yes, let's drop by Kite's place. You know, the table right next to where we were sitting. Look at these two trying to run at each other. So you're going to Colony Tau to meet some archer that knows their veggies? Exactly. We're thinking of discussing the issue with the fields in person. And, well, why didn't you tell me this sooner? I'll get Fox and the others to hold the fort while we're away. You guys go on ahead. What, you're coming as well now? I did say I'd work with you, didn't I? Everyone will be so relieved if we can get some good news out of this. Alright, then I'll see you there. Oh, and I'd like to bring along one of those potatoes if you don't mind. Take as many as you like. Just take care you don't mix them up and end up with a stomachache. Right then, I'll see you at Colony Tau.
I see some relations have changed.
Every day's a training. Day.
And hopefully we finally start getting actual for reals voicing in this hero quest. We kind of need it. We've had to wait longer for the voicing in this one than any other so far.
It's just so verdant here. Very different from back home.
Both places have their merits. I like Colony 9 too, of course.
The fields are over there. This field, how ample its furrows. They seem to be growing nicely.
Oh, good.
Yes, they should be ready for harvest soon. It's best to pick them just as soon as they start to wilt.
You let them wilt, even after nurturing them so carefully.
You get a larger yield this way.
Incredible. So, they're not actually dying, but rather making way for new life. Much like us.
Now that you mention it, yes. All life is built upon some kind of sacrifice.
Indeed. Life is a cruel thing. Now that we are free of our flame clock, I am all the more aware of this fact.
I don't believe we've been acquainted yet.
Xeon, commander of Colony 9. I do apologize for this sudden visit.
Juniper, I also act in the capacity of commander for Colony Tau.
We're here today to ask for your advice.
Oh, do tell. In the natural world, some plants contain toxic elements, usually to fend off predators. I'd guess that these belong to that category.
I was afraid of this.
It must have been frustrating.
Yes. For the whole colony. I don't mind the toil myself. Such was my decision. But as for my friends, I'd rather they simply enjoy the result.
I understand. I know that feeling. I'd like to suggest a different crop, drawing from our experience here. Would you wait here a moment, please?
Phew. Finally caught up.
You took your sweet time.
Sorry, I lost my bearings. So, did you figure out the issue?
Oh, sorry to keep you. Look here. These will grow even in the harshest. And you are?
Kite! Lieutenant, from Colony 9.
Hello, Kite. I'm Juniper. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh! What the... Why is my chest... Just ignore me. I'm fine. Are those... my imitators?
Oh yeah, they do look similar. They're not, right?
No, they're toxic. I knew it. This is one of Agnes's kite.
It's true. When considering root vegetables, poisonous tubers are relatively common. However, these spongy spuds are... Huh?
It's sweet. Already more than edible.
You mean it's safe? Really?
Yes.
I think I'd bake him first myself.
Silence, Lanz.
These spuds, they're the pride and joy of our colony. I'm so glad you like them. Really.
I don't... Where do you find this trust? These were our enemies.
Yes, but not now.
I get that. I know that. But still, if only you weren't Agnian.
I'm sorry we put you through that.
It's perfectly fine. I think you should talk to your soldier in private, though.
Let me be clear. We do not bear any ill will toward Colony Town, nor do we...
I didn't mean as a commander. More as one person to another. Your friends. Didn't you want them to be happy, rather than toiling and struggling in vain? And one more thing. The pivotal factor is the soil.
Soil?
Check to make sure that there's earth wormwood growing in your fields. I'll forward the steps you'll need to take to your iris for reference. Did I say something funny?
No. I'm just pleasantly surprised at how earnest you are. I'll take a look as soon as we're back at the colony. Oh, and if you've any problems on your end, would you allow us to lend our support?
Problems?
It wouldn't feel right if the goodwill only went one way. Am I right?
I understand. Let me consider.
I'm glad we could talk. We'll make some wonderful fields yet.
I look forward to that day.
I see some relations have changed.
Smell.
Well then.
Looks like colony relations have changed.
A few of the requests I have needed spongy spuds, so I figured after hearing that they have spongy spuds in their crops, I should do a little bit of crop raiding before I go back. Oh yeah, biting into a raw potato is just the best, isn't it?
This earth is what matters.
Hey, you know what happens if you pull out earth wormwood? Its roots wriggle around and stuff like they're alive. Gives me the creeps.
Stop trying to worm your way out of this.
According to Juniper's information, the presence of earth wormwood improves the soil's drainage. In other words, it makes for earth that is best suited for potato growing.
All right, already. I guess we just get on with it, yeah?
We just get on with it.
Can't find a single one of them.
I guess it's not the best soil.
I knew it was just some kind of trick. There was no way it was gonna be that easy.
Look here, you.
Enough, Lanz. Kite, I know you're worried about the fields. Come over here and let's talk.
No need. I don't have anything to say to you.
Right.
We probably want to check out some other sites, I guess.
Right. There should be some untended land not far from the colony. Let's do a sweep.
We'll update you if we find anything.
Sparks. What's wrong with me?
I see some relations have changed.
So this one we actually have to approach from this side, unfortunately. Means we got quite a bit of walking to do. For what was at one point a far too high level region to hang out in.
Race you to that open plot there.
You think I can't hold my own?
Nothing here.
That smarts.
There we go! Earthworm wood!
Ugh.
Don't worry, it's not gonna bite.
I'm not worried about it biting.
Looks like we found our spot. I'll inform Kite.
You think he'll actually help us?
Don't worry. He's a bit delicate in some areas, but when he starts something, he will see it through.
What is it?
I've lost contact.
What a jerk. Now he won't take your calls.
Whoa, now, we should probably hear his side of the story, yeah? Let's stop stirring the pot.
I've already talked to him, but it didn't prove very effective.
He's taken this personally, so it'll probably take some time. Both of you are being too quick to judge. Don't be so hasty.
Hasty? Me?
It's like Juniper said. You need to speak to him man to man, not soldier to soldier. Like how you talk to Lanz.
Oh yeah. Why are you and Lanz always fighting anyway?
He just gets on my nerves.
Sorry, what? Right back at you, pal.
Excuse me?
I don't think that counts as fighting, Senna.
Yeah, they're just having some banter. That's how you should be with Kite, too. You're always talking on a commander-lieutenant level.
I hadn't realized. So I've been issuing him orders instead of talking to him on an equal footing.
Talk to him again. I think it'll go better this time.
Yes. Perhaps it will. I'll try.
So I guess we didn't have to check the third place.
Hey, Kite.
What do you want?
We've good news. We found a plot that would be perfect for farming.
Really? That's great! I mean, well, that's just great. In the eye-rolling sense.
Oh.
So you won't help us out?
Well, I never said that.
Talk to us, boss. You gonna get your hands muddy or not?
Yes. All right? I'll do it. I'll do my snuffing job. Okay, so, what are we planting?
Spongy spuds. Juniper's already told us how to grow them.
Oh, here we go again.
Don't grumble. That potato was truly delicious.
Fine. Whatever. Just give me the spuds. What?
Of course. We still need potatoes to plant.
You didn't get them ready?
We were so focused on looking for earthworm wood.
It happens.
This isn't like you, Commander. Did you eat something funky?
Nobody's perfect. Even the most scrupulous perfectionist is liable to err, on occasion.
All right. Just hurry up and get some. Spongy spuds, right? Let's start with about 10 of those.
We'll gather them as fast as we can. Shall we meet again in the fields?
Sure thing. Just send me the location by iris.
I see some relations have changed.
I need to get 10 of them. Wait a sec. Oh, okay. It's like, wait. Why is there a thing? I don't have any quests. Kind of forgot that that one existed because I haven't been able to progress it for a long time. I do have the minor issue that outside of Colony Tau's fields, I don't know where I can get spongy spuds. And it seems they didn't have any in stock today. I'm just really quickly looking it up.
Let me just fix this.
Oh, cool. They can be found, quote, in the Pentalus region, end quote. Gee, thanks for the very specific answer. That is super helpful. So apparently they can be found there. Cool. Got it. Gotta love finding all day, every days.
We're sliding down!
Yes, that is the thing that is happening. Oh, please let there be at least 10 of them here.
I think.
You think?
Yes, this is the way forward.
No, it isn't. Oh, good. There were, in fact, 10 spongy spuds here. Oh. There were exactly 10, and one of them existed only for the quest. Didn't matter that I brought one of my own. Just doing a quick look over of our class ranks.
Now we can finally get planting.
No, that step comes last. First, we need to till the soil so that the seed potatoes can take root more easily.
So what's that actually mean? Till? I think I'm a bit lost.
You toss the soil to trap the air in it, it seems. According to Juniper, there are 3 main layers of soil.
Yeah, so we just rough it up a bit. I get you.
Lanz, the crudeness of your summaries never ceases to amaze me.
There's not much point to it all, though, is there?
Come on now. Don't be like that. Let's just do what we can.
It'll only take 2 ticks. You and your ticks, man. It's not about speed. We need precision here, folks.
Just follow the procedure I sent to your irises. Ask me if there's anything you're unclear on.
Okay then, guys. Let's do this.
This is looking good.
That was pretty fun, hey, Mimi?
And now we water them.
Ugh, I wish I was the one being watered. I stink of dirt.
Should we wait for the rain? In this instance?
Yeah. I think it's best if we let nature take care of the rest. I get the feeling we should interfere as little as possible.
But rainfall isn't always guaranteed. If you rely too much on the weather, it may come back to bite you.
Then, what if you control soil humidity as you wait for the rain? And if ever the rain doesn't come for a while, then you can water your crops yourself.
That sounds smart. Let's wait a while and see how things unfold.
You just leave that to us.
Yes, leave the waiting to us. We're the best waiters there are. Why, we're so good at doing nothing? Look at us now. We're already doing it.
Oh, what?
Xeon and the others aren't going to stick around here forever. Who else is there?
Besides, it'll only take 2 ticks.
Yeah, it'll only take 2 ticks to do all the waiting we need to do.
Kind, can I trust you to handle it?
Yeah, go on then.
Come back and have a look after the rain, though, would you?
Right, we'll do that.
If only
Wait
my
for
presence
rain,
brought the
you say?
Once again, I'm powerless.
Indeed, that's definitely where the problem lies.
Dang it was raining when we started this quest. If only changing the time showed what weather we would be arriving to. Not really a whole lot I can do, is there? Just gotta actually wait for rain. Well, time to... Oh, there's an op-on nearby that can force rain. Where? Inside the colony? Wait a minute. Must be that. Ah, yes, that is an op-on, I think. It's just a few tiny pixels at the moment, but color-wise, looks like it could be an op-on. A op-on named Splish Slash. Yes, I guess. Sure. Oh.
Good to add more names.
So, do I gotta pay you again, then? Can you stop taking my money to do nothing? Please? That's 4 attempts. Okay, it only took 5 tries. Thankfully, I had the cash to spare. Not like cash is useful for much in this game.
So, why isn't anything budding?
Because we need to do more waiting.
The seed potatoes are rotting. Perhaps we gave them too much water.
Oh no.
Does the soil not drain properly? Or was it something else? It's my fault. I was giving them extra water from time to time, because I didn't want them drying out.
Fox.
I thought I was being careful. Never considered that I might be overdoing it.
Well, we'll just have to try this again. Let's wait for the next rainy spell.
Sorry, guys.
Don't blame it on yourself.
Yeah, but if I hadn't done this, we wouldn't have to...
Oh, if only! What's done is done, man. You can't change the past. So let's just recoup our losses and do even better next time round.
Huh.
That's a good attitude, Kite. I like it.
I'm good either way, to be honest.
Huh. Classic Eastman.
Guess I'll stick it out for a while longer. Thanks, Kite.
Credit where it's due. That was actually pretty good.
His words came from the heart. I think that's why it resonated with them.
Kite's always been annoyed at being second best. He knows the frustration of not living up to his own standards. And that really struck a chord.
Complimenting others' weak points has always been a talent of his. It's something I could never do.
Hey! I think we'll go ahead and till the soil again. Take out the rotted spuds. So, if you don't mind...
Got it. We'll grab a new batch for you. I'm really sorry about this. We'll need you to get 10 more seed potatoes then. Don't worry. We'll pick a really good selection this time. Just you wait.
So we actually got to go grab them, do we? I was kind of hoping this quest would end with just, oh yeah, we need to do better next time. The end. But no. Of course we got to go grab more potatoes.
Time to take the fast way.
I think...
Yes, we know there's a path there, Xeon. You don't gotta point it out every time. We've already taken that path. And just in case they've got some extras. Hey, they got one. case you're wondering why I did not move and turn the camera at the same time. My cat is being very demanding of petting right now. I fear she might die without it.
Now we wait for the rain.
Come on, buds. Start your budding already.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Gotta go throw more money at the Nopon. Hey, it worked the first time this time. Hey, look, they're budding.
We did it! They're budding!
Talk about suspenseful!
Manana excited for yummy harvest! Hope they grow up big and strong!
Yeah, we need to take good care of them.
Looks like it's going well.
Indeed. Now we can breathe a sigh of relief.
We'll want to take care of the fertilizer now, right? How do we distribute it?
Actually, I have just the person for that. Earl's a dab hand at gardening. I'm sure he'll be able to help us out if we explain our situation.
I'd appreciate that. Incidentally, where did Kite go?
Stormed off after saying he'd done his field tending duty. Guess he's still not over it.
I suppose it's time for us to pack up. We can't just leave that guy alone. He's always been there for us, through thick and thin.
I know. You don't need to worry about us. Make sure my lieutenant gets the care he deserves.
Will do.
Oh, and I'm pretty sure Earl will explain it for you, but you know the fertilizer? Seems you make it by crushing up seeds, bones, and plants and mixing it all together. Oh, and he also said that having a few helix conches on you would save him some trouble.
You'll get that done in 10 ticks. Or else. That might be a little tight for us, but we can certainly try. I see some relations have changed.
Hopefully we've already got the stuff.
Now, what was it we needed?
Okay, I think we're good. I know I could just do more helix conches, but feels wrong.
Whoa! They got so big!
Filled to bursting with lively!
Applying fertilizer ought to further foster their growth.
So we just sprinkle the stuff on top and then we're done?
Wrong. They need to be able to absorb the nutrition easily, so first we combine the fertilizer with some soil. Then you spread the mixture around the roots.
So specific.
I've more or less memorized Juniper's info now. Let me know if there's anything you're unsure of.
I can see his time in the survey branch has seeped in, right down to his marrow.
I suspect he might have actually been born with it. He's just the meticulous type.
That's about all we can ask for. I'm grateful.
I'll let him know. All right, guess it's back to the grindstone.
Now to wait for more rainfall.
Oh, I'm shaking with excitement.
Are you really?
Well, yeah. We all worked hard for this.
You tell him, love.
Let's see what the coming rain brings.
Yeah!
Oh boy, time to go throw more money at a Nopon. Hey, it worked first try again. This quest has only cost me 70,000 G.
These little guys have come a long way.
Day in springtime of youth, growing up into fine young potatoes.
Nothing gets Manana excited like the prospect of a full belly.
Can you blame her? Resounding no.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
Why have they changed color?
Huh?
Oh no, they're withering. Why though? It can't be time to harvest them yet, surely.
I dread to think so. But it could be one of the diseases mentioned in the reference materials. The damage seems to spread from the lesions here, on the root. They bear resemblance to the black rot.
Oh, they better not be. That's supposed to cause rapid decay. Spreads easily too.
Let's check the others for similar symptoms. On the double. Lend me a hand, everyone.
So it looks like we only actually have to look at the ones that are actually different colors. Though it is difficult to see them under the magnifying glass things.
Let's make the most of our break, guys. Where should I start?
Judging by the state of the stems, I think we're on the mark. It's the black rot, no question. But they were looking so healthy until just a little while ago. Can't we help them somehow? There's only one solution, and that's to dispose of all the infected stems. Before the others all go bad. That's what Juniper's data says, anyhow. That's less helping and more harm reduction, though. Can't we just pluck the bad leaves? Leave the rest there? No. We have to pull out the whole stem. We do? You realize what you're saying, after all the hard work we've put in. I wish we could save them all. Really, I do. But the rot is spreading fast. Pull out the bad ones and that's the end of it. There's not much point in trying to find alternatives, because at this rate... A fierce debate you're having here. What are you so laid back about, Chief? This is Colony 9's future on the line here. You're absolutely right, and I'm not being laid back. We simply have to pull out the afflicted stems to avoid losing everything. There's no other way. Weed out the bad and save the rest. It's something quite profound. You may not think it, but I often lacked the backbone needed of a commander. Even this far into my terms, I often faltered and vacillated, questioning my actions. That is, until you taught me about the importance of failing and starting anew. It was an invaluable lesson to learn. Had to really hammer it into that hard head of yours before it stuck, though. I'll take that as a compliment. If Xeon's not giving up, then neither am I. We'll do what we can and we'll do it right. That's right. And we'd better start now. Time waits for no spud. Right. Time to pull out the bad stems. My friends, thank you. Now, if only we could have talked about that over the spuds instead of giving them more time to spread the rot.
I swear I'll save you. Don't fail me now.
That looks to be all of them.
We'll have to monitor them for a short while. Take note of the state of the stems, not just the color of the leaves.
We should fix up the soil too, right?
Think so. It's supposed to be bad if the underground bits are exposed to light.
Might as well pull up the weeds while we're at it too, huh?
Don't pull the potatoes themselves out.
Mate, I can tell the difference.
And then we hope for rain.
Or we pay for it again.
What's wrong?
I was just thinking how times change. It wasn't so long ago that my sole thoughts were about keeping the flame clock topped up. Now here I am, worrying about soil and potatoes, looking up at the sky. I could never have imagined myself in such a position.
True. Who'd have thought you'd chomp on a raw potato or admit to lacking a spine?
Please, don't remind me. I feel flushed just thinking about it.
But I think we've grown a lot closer as a result. I feel like I know you better. Sometimes you don't really get to know someone until you've clashed first and then sorted out your differences.
You don't beat around the bush, do you?
Anyway, I think we've done what we can here. Let's report back into Juniper.
Don't know why we couldn't report back into Juniper via an iris call. Would have been a whole lot easier than going there physically, wouldn't it? Hey, we got a spongy spot again. 2 of them. Black rot, you say? Did you deal with it accordingly? We pulled out all the stems that had discoloration, but we're not sure if that's going to be enough to stop the spread. We were wondering if you could take a look for us, if it's not a bad time for you. From what you're telling me, that might be the best course of action, yes. You're really having some bad luck. By the way, do you have anyone keeping watch over the fields? Keeping watch? You mean like a patrol? It's not just Colony 9 that are strapped for food, remember. You never know who or what could be lying in wait. Yeah, you're right. We'll get someone on it right away. Thank you. Anyway, I'll start getting ready for this trip to Colony 9. Why is this, like, the longest hero quest so far? Are we gonna have to fight off?
Sounds a little rowdy over there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fight someone off, aren't we?
Is that?
It came from over there. Let's hurry.
For the fields!
Oh, not someone.
You are not getting through me! I won't let their efforts go to waste! Kite! You lot!
Talk later. Let's teach those creatures never to set foot upon this land again. We will defend this place with our lives. Show them there is strength in unity.
You're dealing with me!
You're a lifesaver.
Get away from my field!
Butterfly! How's that? Extra! You want some more? I'm getting the groove! You're dealing with me! My power flows free!
I know! Feeling good!
Butterfly blade!
It's better!
Time to end this.
Can I have the bone? There we go.
People, how are we?
We're fine, at least.
They really tore up the place, huh?
Sorry. I couldn't stop them. It's not your fault, Kite.
Besides, you were the first to come running here. Don't feel bad. You were tending the fields, weren't you? Trying to keep them safe. The whole time.
I couldn't just sit back. But there was hardly any point.
You shouldn't put yourself down.
You? What are you?
If I could just...
I'll help you. And pull! Guess I don't know my own strength.
Thank you very much.
The big tater.
Are those?
I'm afraid I failed to mention something. Spongy's buds are quite special. They actually use the field itself as a means of storage.
That's why you recommended growing them. Astounding.
Sorry I doubted you. The reason I didn't trust you before, it wasn't because you were Agnian. No, it's because I was weak. Now, I don't expect you to forgive me or anything like that. But I know I caused hurt. I'm so sorry.
Now come on, raise your head. You refuse to give in. You struggle to change things for the better. The way I see it, that's not weakness. Not from what I hear, anyway.
You don't... No, you don't even know me.
Making a change, Kite. It takes guts. You're a good man. We didn't admit it. But then again, neither did you.
You know what? No one's ever told me that.
I'm sorry about that. I think from now on, I'll make an effort to remind you. Kite, you're an asset to us all.
Commander, could you perhaps help me with a problem? If your offer of support still stands, that is.
Sure. Ask us anything.
Would it be possible to permit me to visit Colony 9 more frequently?
That's no issue for me.
I'm not directly asking for help with a specific problem, but I'd like it if we could build friendly relations between us. If that's all right.
Now I see. Feel free to visit anytime.
Same here. Very happy to have you.
Thank you very much, Kite.
What's all this then? Kite's acting weird.
What I'm more worried about is what will happen to the tending of the fields.
I'll be sure to ask them. But maybe not right now. Just look. They're having so much fun.
Finally, it's over.
I enjoy seeing them grow. It's really quite magical.
I see some relations have changed.
We have a spongy
Looks
spud
like
field
colony
now
relations have changed.
that actually produces spongy spuds. Nifty. Let's just make sure, yep, no question marks here. Time to swap to another hero. I'm thinking Gray.
Don't stray from your path. That's what I'm here for.
Who, by the way, has removed his mask because I did another quest. Yep, he sure is just a guy with a beard. And the reason I'm thinking Gray is because Full Metal Jaguar was a really good class. And also, doing his quest will probably get me at least some affinity with the city. And I want to get that to 5 stars so I can have increased walking speed.
Hey, dearest. Got a minute for me?
Sure. What's going on?
You remember what we talked about?
So help me, Gray. You mind sparing us the scowl? You're making them nervous.
I highly doubt that.
No, actually you are.
There you have it. There's no helping this guy. Stubborn as they come, he is.
Oh, yeah. You were, married, weren't you?
Oh, I didn't know you knew each other.
This lady, she's Gray's partner, right?
Yes, that's right.
What about babies? You guys got any babies?
Yeah,
So it seems that even the unflinching Gray can be caught unawares.
Can we be done with the tomfoolery? Just tell me what you wanted, and quick.
It's about the investigation. It was still ongoing until recently, but...
Wait. Someone could overhear us if we do this here. I'll prepare a secure location. We can talk in more detail then.
What are we even talking about?
Nothing that concerns you.
Actually, I'm thinking of asking for their help.
What?
They've been very cooperative in matters like this one. I think you'll find their assistance beneficial.
Well, I will I? Well, all right.
Right then. Rosanna, you can fill them in.
Sure thing. Thanks, Monica.
Payback for treason.
Right. Nobody should bother us here. Now let's hear it.
Okay. Well, we've been investigating for a while, and we discovered some suspicious activity from some of our own city folk.
What suspicious activity?
My husband here initially asked me if I could do something about the hardliners' aggressive policies.
We knew those guys were up to no good, so we were trying to take precautions.
Well, listen to this. Apparently, the hardliners might be using city technology to nefarious ends. It sounds like something was stolen from R&D. And we expect that that something will be abused to further their goals. Now, we can't say what those are exactly.
What could have driven them to this?
You have to understand, this place isn't as monolithic as it might seem. Some folks take a really inflexible stance towards issues they might have, no matter how small. That's the long and short of it.
Yes, it's just that this time,
the problems have come to a head somewhat. We like to avoid unrest within the city as much as is reasonably possible. So I asked my husband for guidance.
And additionally, I figured that you might lend your assistance as well.
Oh, I see. So that's what's going on here.
Yes, of course we'll help.
Although, you know you could have come to us with this in the first place, right, Grey?
Sorry about my husband. You know, he's not the most communicative type.
Understatement of the year.
Huh. It just struck me. Grey's all wrinkly, but you're not.
Oh, you're right. I'm a lot younger than he is, so that's certainly part of it. Right, honey?
Come on, talk to us, Grey. Communication. You must have heard of it, at least.
I know he looks like a right grump. He's a good bloke, really. That furrowed brow comes with age, too, I'm sure.
Do I have to endure this much longer?
Now I get it. I did wonder how a guy like Grey could cope in a place like this. You keep him on the straight and narrow.
Oh dear, you really think so? In any case, those things you collected also seem to have gone for a walk.
So in short, you want us to take them back by force?
There you go again, just asking for trouble. No need, I'm sure we can resolve this amicably. What I wanted to ask you is to collect some more Origin shards. They're valuable things, and we'll be in deep trouble if we run out. We've got an approximate location, so let me give you that first.
We can handle this, no problem.
Looks like we're doing this, G-Dog. Time to saddle up.
Yes.
I'll do some looking myself as well, I reckon.
Don't throw your back out.
That should be my line. You're always so reckless.
I know.
I mean, if you just need Origin shards, I've got plenty in my
Grey's
pockets.
what passes for a good bloke round here, huh?
I told you not to maunder on. Get going to Daedalile.
Still locked, huh? Ooh, this island. This is a really high-level place. And yet the quest is recommended level 50.
That spots.
I don't remember seeing you around here. Are you a weather spawn, or are you a quest spawn? Okay, you're actually really here, so got that going. I can't even target you. Oh, now I can.
What fresh horrors this thing dropped.
Is it dropping something? I kind of want to give it a try. Which means I'm going to need to have another healer in the party.
The future awaits.
Let's see if we can make it work.
Keep your heads or lose them. Never
Oh, now it's dropped things. Grebels.
Nice move, Kyle. You're a lifesaver. You're on fire, Lanz.
Keep piling on the damage.
Sometimes rituals is the answer. I'll deal with you all at once. Kill dragons. The heat is on.
Now we're just gonna think.
Ow. You might want to have that. Stay on guard for now.
expand into regen circles. And Senna's down. We are tankless. And Mio's down. And Uni's down. We are out of healers. Yep, not going so well. Kind of amazed Tyon is still alive. And now he's gone. All the way back here. Oops. I guess when you die, it sends you back to the last actual landmark you were at, and this doesn't count as a landmark because it's a grave. How unpleasant. Yeah, definitely gonna want another, like, full healer class. Because as great as Signifers are, they are not the best at healing.
Don't stray from your path. That's what I'm here for.
And then there's also the fact that we only have the one tank, so she's got to stay up.
Smarts.
Is it supposed to be here?
If she had information to pass us, it must have come from Monica. That ought to make it trustworthy.
Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder. We still haven't found a thing yet.
Doesn't seem to be anything here either.
Doesn't look like it's gonna turn up. How about we just give up and head back already? Oi, Grey, you listening? I said...
Wait. An ambush, eh?
Huh?
You finally made it, Grey.
And you are?
Looks like the info was good. We'll have a bit of your time if you don't mind.
Super hard.
What just happened here?
They look vaguely like lost numbers.
Yeah.
I thought they were supposed to be our allies.
I suspect they're just an irritant, sent here to slow me down.
But who'd want to slow you down? Are they part of that opposing faction you were banging on about?
So then, these soldiers would have to be...
They're part of Monica's faction, no question. But even that's got its share of radicals like these guys. The ones that like to stir things up.
Stir up what, though? Nothing good, I guess.
Their ultimate objective is the eradication of Mobius. But they'll stop at nothing to achieve it. That's where the trouble starts. They see the key pieces aligned on the board. Even Ouroboros are now in play. Now all it would take is to wrench the command from Monica, and the entire city could be mobilized.
Could they really do that?
There are ways. Steal enough Levnesses from us, whittle away at Monica's support, and soon she'll be wide open. Hard to tell exactly how they'll make their move. But it seems they've decided the time is ripe.
Okay, and what's that got to do with slowing you down?
Unlike most city folk, I'm a lone wolf. Might be they didn't account for me in their calculations and just simplified the maths.
Since Grey's not usually in the city, they would have to get him where they want him, then restrict his movements.
Oh, right. Now I'm with you.
You see?
Hang on. One more thing. Doesn't that still seem weird? It was Rosanna that told us to come here, right?
That's right. And we were ambushed. That would suggest an information leak.
What do you want to do now?
Whoever goes up against me, they're getting crushed. That's all.
And what about Rosanna?
We're going back to the city. Come on, keep up.
Oh, just going straight there, or is this just cutscene?
I hope you weren't followed.
We've got enough decoys to keep them off our case, so I doubt they'd find us so easily.
Yet another guy who sounds like he is reusing Tyon's voice actor.
Still, if we keep twiddling our thumbs, it's only a matter of time before they rumble us.
Sounds a lot closer to Tyon, too.
We've already sent men.
Well, that was unavoidable. He's Vandam's man through and through.
5 years we've been biding our time. Now that we have a chance, we can't let it pass us by.
Yes, agreed. So why'd you jeopardize everything by stealing that thing? If it hadn't been me that noticed first, our whole plan could have gone up in smoke.
Well, maybe this wouldn't have happened if you hadn't been taking your sweet time with this thing.
Calm down, both of you. They'll never find this place. And even if they do realize something's amiss, I've got ways to keep Monica off the scent.
If you say so.
Getting her out of here will leave one fewer obstacle in the city. The only problem is Grey.
Some problem, though. He fought with Guernica on the front lines.
And his nose is as sharp as ever. Still, you can handle him, yeah?
Oh, don't you worry about that.
Well, that should earn us some time. I don't see any outstanding issues.
Rosanna's close to the core of the R&D team. And most importantly, she has Monica's ear. She'll use her non-combatant position if it's her neck on the line. Even if she has to betray her own husband. We'll be under more scrutiny than ever. So don't you dare do anything stupid.
Trust me, I won't. I wouldn't throw my back out for nothing.
If the others try to hinder our plans, we might have to actually use this thing. Best we put our plans in motion ASAP.
I'm guessing Rosanna's a mole in this group, not actually betraying Grey.
Seriously, how could our whereabouts have been leaked?
The investigation comes later. First, back to the city.
Grey.
You're the guy who works with Monica.
There's something I wanted to pick your brains about.
Let's hear it.
I've heard your Rosanna has been trying to get outside.
I see.
She was stopped by the soldiers and turned back just like that, they say. Just for my own conscience, I went to check it with the R&D team, but they said she'd not come in that day.
Whoa, is she okay? What if she was forced into something by that lot who attacked us?
You were attacked?
It's nothing. Keep going.
Right, well, that's about it. It just seemed a bit fishy is all, which is why I wanted it noted.
What did Monica have to say?
About that. She actually took an away team and went out. Something about a request from Rosanna. Seemed urgent. I mean, I suppose it must have been to get the boss moving like that. I wonder what that's all about.
No clue, but I'll look into it.
Appreciate it, really, I do. Somehow I don't feel like sticking my neck out myself here. Great. Do you know where Rosanna could be?
I haven't the faintest idea.
You seem real relaxed for someone whose partner's missing, pal.
She made Monica leave the city and tried to go outside herself too. That does feel rather odd. Furthermore, Rosanna should be aware of the dangers that await a non-combatant on the outside.
Right? And if there was something she needed from beyond, couldn't she have just asked Monica?
Well, you want to contribute or what?
Whatever the case may be, Rosanna's tough. She'll be fine.
Huh?
I don't know where she went, but I can think of a few people who might.
Well then, shall we try asking them? That might be the quickest way.
Who are we asking then?
A doctor, a mechanic, and an old friend.
Well, it looks like over this way is the closest one. Or, well, it's not really that close, but it is the case that we can only get here on foot and there's no closer landmark. So here's the mechanic. I need to ask you something. Friend mean about Rosanna? That's right. Rosanna apparently been busy lately. Drum not seen her for 3 days. Shame, would have liked to spend more time tinkering with automaton. An automaton? That right, had to regulate settings on some automaton. Great, did you know about this? I didn't. Hadn't even heard. Haven't. So, this automaton you regulated, where is it now? Drum know it in hidey place, and not know any more than that. You were working on an automaton, but you don't know where it was? Drum told it question of trade secret. Had to walk to place with eyes covered. Drum think was still in city, but maybe on very tippy edge. Got it. That'll be all.
I see some relations have changed.
So I guess next we're talking to the old friend. Considering the doctor is going to be in the doctor place. You know, that there hospital. Oh my, now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. I have a question for you. Well, that's unexpected. Tell me, what do you and I have to talk about? Do you know where Rosanna is? Rosanna? No, I don't believe I do. She's not like the rest of us, that girl. We don't have very much in common. What do you mean exactly? Oh, you know, her way of thinking. It's not really compatible with ours. She's the kind of child who will do anything to get her way, is little Rosanna. Enough chit-chat. If you don't know anything, then we're done here. Now, is that any way to treat your elders? So callous, Gray. Come off it. I'm old enough to be your brother. I wish you wouldn't waste my time. Saucy as ever. Alright, so listen here. I don't know where she is, but I can tell you a fascinating little tidbit. Rosanna happens to have some connections with my people. You mean the conservatives? Being a doctor ought to make one impartial, but that rule isn't as reliable these days. So we've had to accept medicine from the girl at times. And at times we've been known to feed her a few scraps of information. I get the picture. That's enough. I'll say again, Rosanna is a good girl, but she's also a girl who puts her ends far above considering her means. You have to keep a tight rein on those types, or you never know what they might get up to.
I see some relations have changed.
And now to speak to the doctor. Got a question for you. Nice to see you too, Gray. Rosanna's missing. Know anything? Rosanna. Well, she hasn't been here, I can tell you that much. Look, I know you've had dealings with her. Tell me what you know. You trying to make a point or something? I just owed the girl a debt, that's all. What kind of a debt? Oh, for the love of the Founders. Fine, I'll tell you. Got a feeling you won't leave me alone until I do. I got in some trouble with the Hardliners some 5 years ago, alright? Their leader, Brew, gave me a real good thumping. But Rosanna stepped in and made the bastards leave me be. Anyway, since then, I've been greasing wheels for her a little here and there. I see. Once, I even rustled up some medicine she said she needed. The Hardliners again. Come to think of it, why was Rosanna even around that time? It's always kind of bothered me, to be honest. I don't know exactly what they'd been planning, but they sure were about to wreak merry havoc on this place. I'm definitely grateful to Rosanna for that, if nothing else, but yeah, that's about the size of it. Do you know where the Hardliners are? I could say I don't, but I doubt you'd listen. Oh, go on then, I'll tell you. One place is on the edge of Rebelli Plaza. I don't know the exact location, but they like using that area a lot. Another's in the Great Sword Passage, although I have to say I'm not sure if that one's like a room or what. Other than that, I suppose there's Mitia Lookout, maybe? You can see across the whole city from there. As long as they can't make any big moves, I expect they'll be in hiding. Understood. That's enough. I can imagine what you're going through, you know. But she's a stubborn one, that girl. You couldn't rein her in if you tried. I didn't ask for your opinion.
I see some relations have changed. We could do with some food. Could you all come round for a second?
Let's sum up what we've learned. First, we know Rosanna tried to send Gray and Monica out of the city. And we heard she tried to leave it herself as well. But it seemed unexpected for Rosanna to try and go outside. It could have been a message of some kind. A message? A message to convey the fact that she didn't leave the city, for instance. So what? You think she was trying to tell Gray something? We can't discount the possibility. She may have already become involved in some difficulties at that juncture. Hey, those hardliner guys that attacked us, you think they're connected? Their goal is to eradicate Mobius. I wouldn't put it past them to get city people involved. To my eyes, that's something to consider. Back up a sec. Rosanna has no way to fight, right? So why is she going against the hardliners? That's a good point. Additionally, she was also said to have connections with the conservatives. Right, yeah, there is that. Of course, she might just have personal friends who happen to fall on both sides. That wouldn't be so strange. But the fact does strike me as somewhat calculated, even mercenary. Gray, do you have anything you can tell us? I don't know how she got involved in all this, but Rosanna, she'll do whatever it takes. When she's set on something, there's no stopping that woman. If her connections to another faction can serve as the means to her end, there's no doubt in my mind she'll make use of them. I guess she did send us on that wild Medusa chase. Do we think she's in league with those hardliners, and that's why she tried to get us snuffed out? It's possible. Wouldn't put it past her. Well then, what the spark are we nattering on for here? Right, perhaps we should start checking the places where the hardliners are rumored to hang out. Nice idea, but going by that doctor, I doubt they're all going to be neatly cooped up in one place. Should we just go over them one by one then? That doesn't strike me as realistic. There's no telling when they might make their move. Speaking of which, I'm worried by that mention of an automaton. Yeah, if those things get deployed inside the city, then we deal with those first. But we don't really know where they are? Let's see, the doctor gave us 3 suspected locations. And the Nopon gave us one, and we're going to cross-reference them and go to the one that matches both. Got it. True. Annoyingly, there are multiple possibilities for the location of their hideout. Well, let's start with wherever's most likely then, I guess. No need. The places the good doctor gave us were meant to pinpoint the hardliners' stronghold. And the Nopon Drum provided a hint to the automaton's location. Ah, gotcha. If we put those clues together... Exactly. We can discount the place overlooking the city, as well as the Rebelli Plaza area. Just an educated guess, but if I was going to hide an automaton anywhere, it would be the third place. Then what are we waiting for? Let's get our arses over there.
How are we looking out there?
Monica's still gone, but Gray's back with Ouroboros, looks like.
That guy really doesn't know when to quit.
Still, if we can just disrupt the command chain, everything else should fall into place, right?
Finally. Our toy will have its day.
Of course. It's high time we got to use this thing, and I couldn't think of a better opportunity.
Oh, yes. She turns out exactly as I'd hoped.
You're a sly one, aren't you? Getting people to accept you, then using them as you like.
I'm sorry. What?
Skilled technologists from R&D always have to be... managed, to a degree. We've watched you closely. And you've never leaked info about our actions to anyone.
You've helped us come this far. Regardless of the results, you've made your bed as our accomplice.
You're still not making any sense. You think the plan's going to fail?
I don't intend to let this opportunity pass me by. Whatever happens, I'll leave my mark on this city. I promise you that.
This is our chance to gain the upper hand in one fell swoop. No need to get gloomy.
Yes, that's exactly it.
We'll have Ouroboros in our hands, and we won't have to fight them. No more hiding, no more biding our time. No more taking anyone's crap. That stuff's for the birds.
Guernica, Monica, they're too soft by half.
We'll cause a disturbance in the city, then use the confusion to steal away all the Levnesses. Brilliant! With Monica gone, now's our window. We'll suppress the military and have them hand over the leadership.
Once we bend Ouroboros to our command, all we have to do is squish Mobius under our thumb.
You think they'll ally themselves with us? Even after we cause all this ruckus?
Ha! They're just a bunch of kids. They'll be putty in our hands.
Right. Yeah. Putty in our hands indeed.
Okay. Still relying on me to figure it out myself, huh? It's not the Lookout, and it's not near Rebelli Plaza, which means it's the Great Sword Passage place. Which is here. Even though the sword is no longer there. Guess they're not relying on... Well, actually, they are. They say Great Sword Passage, like, they're not hiding that, but... I guess they are relying on me to know where that was. Wait, it's in the Cadencia region. So we were supposed to do this before the city moved. Got it. Yeah, guys, I don't know how you're going to manage to get that automaton into the city from there. Also, I don't know how you walked the Nopon there from the city.
Is it really here?
Probably not. This doesn't look right.
Look out for a hidden door. Anything that
hidden
strikes you
door.
as odd.
Was it meant to be here somewhere? Looks like a whole load of nothing.
Well, this is where the doc said.
Wait. Here.
How did you know?
Too much effort to explain. Let's just go.
Are all old people this cranky?
Beats me. Come on, let's just follow him.
Up ahead.
Oh, you sniffed us out all the way out here. You're like a right proper hound.
Ha! You're right on the money there. He's Vandam's little doggy is what he is. There's nothing for you here, Grey. Go wag your tail somewhere else.
Whoa, they're really laying into you. Go on, Grey, give him a real tongue lashing.
No need.
What? Sure there is. You're not gonna let these clods make fun of you and have the last word?
Ouroboros are still just kids, and it shows. If they're your latest traveling companions, then how the mighty have fallen.
If you're here, I assume it's because you figured out our plan.
Looks like we'll have to get rough. Or are you gonna sit there like a good pooch and lick yourself?
Yeah, I'm not that flexible. First, I'll kill you. You, I'll keep alive for now. Might still kill you later, if you don't tell me anything worthwhile.
Whoa. I knew we were gonna see action today. But this is more than I signed up for.
Yeah, doesn't spark around, does he?
Ouroboros are your only allies now. Rosanna is on our side. You still want to fight?
Of course. It is, after all, my job.
Loyal to a fault. That's a hound for you. But you can't protect the city with that wimpy attitude. Today, this hour, the city will be transformed. And the cause of peace demands a sacrifice.
We just had 2 of our party members slash pole arms through Grey. Also, what happened to the people? We're just fighting the automaton? Well, that was easy.
What?
What the? What's happened?
You bitch! did you do, Rosanna?
Oh, didn't I tell you? There's a power threshold.
Like a maximum?
It's an interesting system. Little Drum and I incorporated it.
So now you decide to turn on us. You'll wish you hadn't done this.
No. I haven't betrayed anyone, at any point. It seems to me it's completely slipped your mind, when you were all acting so fishy 5 years ago. It was me who broached the subject to you, when you roughed up the doctor back then. You don't remember? And the Conservative leader, Garrett, who put you in touch with him? Me again. We'd round up all the unsavories and toss the trash all at once. And now, your time's up. My dear husband doesn't like me staying out too long. So now my part in this is over.
Here we go.
Rosanna! Gray! You bastards!
I see some relations have changed.
Okay, so now we're fine.
We'll take you and Rosanna out of one go!
We'll deal with this.
There's spark in me yet.
Are you okay? You what?
A fusion of our strength.
No escape! Just one!
Give it up!
You're dealing with me! Off the enemy!
Well, we are done.
Man, I could have sworn Rosanna was one of the bad guys.
Me too.
Even you thought so, right?
Why would I?
Those shady dealings for a start. They didn't set off any alarm bells for you.
Honey, do you realize people can't read your mind?
I told you not to throw your back out.
Not what I was talking about, but I'll bite. You really can't stop being reckless, can you?
We're all still alive. I don't think that counts as reckless. Now, Guernica. He's the one who was reckless. But then again, even his actions may well have borne fruit.
We're back to talking in riddles again.
The original idea was for me to stop the hardliners myself, without involving all of you in this. So I'm sorry. I'm sure it was quite a burden.
I don't get the thinking here. Surely you could have just asked Gray for help in the first place.
Our opposition would have noticed something was up. They'd never have lowered their guard like that. They thought they had me pegged as weak. That's what made it easy for them to bring me aboard. That's basically it.
How much did Monica know?
Oh, she knows me. When I needed her out of the city, she obliged without a single peep. Some things you have to say out loud, and others go without saying. You know how it is.
Nah, I really don't.
Well, then one day, you will.
Huh. One of those things, is it?
Yep. Better get used to it.
What?
The point of us old-timers is to keep you youngsters on the right path. If you trust us, you don't have to hurry so much to try and understand things.
Oh my! Someone's a chatterbox today.
Oh, for spark's sake, could you not? All this beating around the bush is driving me up the wall.
Why don't I translate for you? He's saying he wants to keep working with you for a long time to come.
See, that I can understand. Right back at you, Gray.
That's it then, is it?
I see some relations have changed.
And of course that wasn't enough to give us the whole map. Again, I'm pretty sure we're not going to get it until I manage to get up here, but I still have no idea how to get up there. There's no path up that I can find. But anyway, it's time for me to end this stream. So, well, actually, hang on. Let's check how many heroes we still have to rank up. So, we got no one on that row. We got the Nopon, Izzard, Monica, Ashira, though her quest isn't available yet as far as I can tell. Triton, though his quest also as far as I can tell is not yet available. And Kamaravi, who again, as far as I can tell, his quest is not available. So that means we've got 3 quests that should be available. Maybe. I actually haven't checked to see if hers is. We've got at least 2 that should definitely be available. And 1 more that might be. And then who knows about the other 3. But as soon as we don't have any more available, I get to finally continue with the main story. So that'll be neat. But yes, time to end this stream. Thanks everyone for dropping by. And I will see you folks tomorrow for more hero questing. See you then, friends.
It's good to keep a record.
Oh, my plumage is everywhere.